Hello, perpetrators. It's very special agent Richard Beazit here, bringing you some knowledge, just like we did with all the updates that are coming for this year, because we change the rules all the time. And so we figured it's time to update you guys on what's legal and illegal. Oh, and I brought Sebastian from the technology branch. He's still
What's up,
he's still
guys?
hanging around.
Sebastian here. Thanks for tuning into the Skiddly Doo review. And I'd just like to give a Skiddly Doo shout out to all my fans.
There, you don't have any fans, Sebastian. Just all right. Just click next slide. All right. So what we're gonna go over today is basically how all of the gun laws that we have are great, but we really just need one more because we haven't solved all the violence with the thousands of gun laws we currently have. And so we're probably just about to solve it all. And so you should support more gun laws.
Yeah, Mr. Beazit, I was actually going to say that we have a lot of gun laws, I thought.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, following all laws is good. And it's easy to complain about bad laws, but it's hard to follow bad laws. So me, Richard Beazit, I am going to make you super hard today and make sure you know how to follow the hard or bad or the laws, the good laws, whatever it is. Next slide. Click.
Mr. Beazit, what are you going to do to them?
What?
What are you going to do to them, Mr. Beazit? You said you're going to make them super hard.
Well, yeah. We're going over the gun laws, and we're going to teach them how to follow the laws and how it's the whole reference about being hard or whatever. Like we're tough, Like
oh, right. Like to get hard. Right.
Yeah. So first slide here we got, this is just a rifle. It's got a 16-inch barrel. It's got a stock on it. You shoot it from the shoulder. It's got some nice sights on there. Just a rifle, nothing to see.
Standard rifle.
And, standard rifle. So next slide, click. All right, so this one is exactly like the one before it, except for it is 0.01 inches shorter than the one before it. So that makes it a short-barreled rifle, because it's 15.99 inches, and because of that 0.01 inches, that actually will get you many years in prison. And you see, I put this joke. It's slammer time, like like the guy with the pants.
Right, MC Slammer.
Yeah, exactly, MC Slammer, but for law enforcement, because we're going to throw them in the slammer because I'm funny.
Yo,
all right,
so
next slide.
Mr. Beazit, if it's not 16 inches, it's not good enough.
Exactly.
Whoa, fellas, don't tell your wife that.
All right, so this next slide here, it's this one's a pistol. It's basically the previous gun or whatever. It's actually shorter than the previous gun, and it's got a brace on it. And under the new rules, we've got our brace attachments, and this one's actually just a pistol, totally fine to have.
Hey, Mr. Beazit, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Why does it say for mentally challenged gun owners? Like, that seems a little drastic of a statement. What is that about?
Well, so originally the braces were done for, like, people that had disabilities. And so, it seems to me by looking at this brace that the only disability that would really logically lead to somebody using one would be a mental disability. So I just put it on the slide. I think it's true. And if it's not true, then well, I could just make it true. So it doesn't matter. All right, next slide. Click. All right. So this is actually the same gun as before, but you took the optic off to clean it. And because you took the optic off to clean it, the point system is different, which means that it's a short-barreled rifle, and now you get to go to prison because you cleaned your gun. And I think that makes good sense. These laws are actually really, they're for your benefit as well as mine. I think everybody agrees with this. All right, next slide. Click. Okay, so this is just a firearm. It's not a rifle. It's not a pistol. It's just a firearm. And you can kind of see what's going on with the slide here.
So this one's okay, Mr. B.
Yeah, this one's okay. Because there's no brace on it, and it's got like that thing up front there.
So it says dildo grip. That seems kind of interesting.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's called a dildo grip. That's what everybody calls it. The grip you grab up there, the dildo grip.
Interesting.
And so because it's for two-handed fire, it can't be a pistol. And so that means it's not a rifle. And so that means it's just a gun. It's a firearm. That's what we called it. So this is totally legal. No problems here. All right, next slide. Click. All right, so this is the exact same thing. It's just like a little different somehow. I think it's maybe it's shorter. I think it's shorter. Yep, it's shorter, and it's got the so this isn't any other weapon. And so let's go back, click. So there's this one.
Okay.
And let's go forward, click. And there's this one, and they're basically the same
It
gun.
has,
but
it has the dildo grip too, Mr. Beazit.
Yeah. Well, so the dildo grip made it legal before, but now in this one it's not legal, even though it has the same grip and basically used the same way. Let's just move on to the next slide.
So it's
click.
double-sided.
All right, so here we go. This one is just a pistol. It's a regular pistol. And I think we've all seen pistols before, so it's not, it's not hard to understand what a pistol is. Everybody knows what a pistol. You know it when you see it. All right, next slide. Click. All right, so this is a pistol that has been, well, I don't know if you'd call that an upgrade, but certainly someone did something to it.
Yeah, I would say
and put
that's
a
a
rifle
silly
stock on it.
Mr. Beazit.
Yeah, so we've got basically a short-barreled rifle. And I think everyone agrees that anybody who owns this actually deserves to go to prison for a lot longer than whatever the law is that tells them they need to go to prison. I mean, just look at that thing.
It looks stupid.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody like legitimately agrees. I'm not even kidding here. That this is awful. I don't think anybody should do this to a gun ever.
Seriously.
But next slide, click. All right, so this is the same thing as the one before, but now we've got the brace on it. And if you remember, the brace made the other guns legal or not a rifle when they were on the AR type platforms, which are like rifles but not rifles. But now that they're on this pistol, because of the weight and our new rules, this actually used to be okay. And actually it's okay right now, but it's not going to be okay in like a month or two when our new rule goes into effect because the weight of the original pistol is too low. And I think that makes sense.
That's kind of weird, Mr.
And everybody understood. All right, next slide, click. And so this is the exact same gun as the one before it, but somebody like put in some weights into the gun, into the frame. They just made it way more. And so now it's legal because it's, I don't really know why. We kind of just make this stuff up as we go. It's just, this one's good. This one's not good. And
so
it's something
because it has more weight, it's okay?
Basically, I think. All right, next slide, click. All right, so that's it for the pistols. Well, I guess the pistols and the rifles. I think that's what I'm teaching you. All right, so now we're on the shotgun. So this is just a regular shotgun. Everybody knows what a shotgun is, and it shoots shotgun shells and shoots the little sprays everywhere. All right, next slide. Let's see what we can do to shotguns. Click. All right, so this is a short-barreled shotgun. This has 0.01 inches less barrel than the previous one, which means that this one will cause you to go straight to jail. Like, no questions, just straight to jail. That's where you go for this. And, I think that's fair. And then let's keep moving on here. Next slide. So here we've got basically like the same gun, but it's also got like this grippy thing on the bottom.
Oh,
and
the
this
grip
is
zone.
Not. Yes, the grip zone. And this is also straight to jail. Yep. And for obvious, because, we have this rule, and obviously this is how this always works. So, all right, next slide, click. Well, and then this happens. So this one's actually legal. It's even kind of shorter than the other ones, but it's not a short-barreled shotgun, even though it very clearly is a short-barreled shotgun.
Even though it's shorter, it's not.
It's not, no. And because
that makes absolute sense.
It makes good sense, and we're the ATF, and this is the rules that we enforce. So it's really what's just best for everybody. All right, let's keep moving on here. Next slide. Oh, and there we go. That about covers it this year for all the basic firearm laws that you guys have to look out for. And the statement says it right there. If you think our gun laws are stupid, you are probably just a right-wing extreme terrorist extremist. And that's like a regular right-wing extremist, but even more extreme than that. So that's like anybody who doesn't think these laws that I just said are awesome. You're just extremely extreme.
Extremely
extremist.
Extreme.
All right. Well, that's all we got for you guys. And we'll be seeing you in jail soon.
All right. That's all, folks.